Hello beautiful people, you're welcome to my channel once again. My name is Gloria. If you're new here, you're very much welcome to RIA'S. For all my returning viewers, God bless you. Let's just run straight into our topic for today. Today's episode, I'm just going to be talking about 5 things that helped me go through my pregnancies, the first time and the second time, by the grace of God. I'm sure the same 5 tips would help someone as you go through your pregnancy. I hope you share this video when necessary. Before we start, please like the video. It will also help my channel to grow. But when I first got pregnant, I was really scared. scared. The first thing that came to mind was, oh yes, praise God, I'm pregnant. Yes, this is the desire. Okay, now how is this baby going to come out? It's not going to come out from my mouth. Okay. I remember when growing up, one thing that I was always afraid of was having babies, and just the fact that I was a girl scared me so much. Oh my goodness, this thing is going to end up, if I'm going to get married, which I want to, and then baby would definitely want to come, and once baby comes, how am I going to handle it? How am I going to push a baby? I was just so scared. But just leave the process to God. He would be the one to see you through. That is what I've come to realize in life. Now, the first thing is, I know as human beings and as women, the thoughts that will come to our minds, is, oh, especially if you're on the skinny side, oh, I'm going to add weight, oh, I'm going to be shapeless. Who said that you're going to be shapeless? Some of all these fears come into our minds, and at the end of the day, end up not eating well. Growing up, I was at some point, when I got into university, a bit chubby because, well, the environment didn't allow us to cook our own personal food, so I started eating healthily, oil, fries and all that, and so I got a little bit chubby, and I worked hard anyways to lose the weight. But now when I got pregnant, I was like, oh my goodness, this fat is definitely going to come. If it's part of me, it's part of me. I was so scared, and at the initial stage of the pregnancy, beside nausea and all of that, I was scared to eat to get fat. So I want to first of all encourage us, pregnancy is a beautiful thing. How you eat, that is how the outcome is going to be. If you eat excessively, the weight is going to come. But if you eat moderately, when it's needful, I think you should be fine. Now I started reading books. I was reading one that said the lady was practically speaking to her body, taking God in every phase of the pregnancy. So at the beginning part where she was nauseated, she kept telling her body, I will not give in to bulimia or starvation diet, which may in turn be fatal or harmful to my baby and my body. I will eat healthily, I will feed my body with the right things. And I was like, yes, this is beautiful, so I inculcated it, and yes, I started eating when necessary, not just randomly. Sometimes you can't help the cravings and all, but I was able to curb it. I ate at the right time. Of course, I was not a foodie in the first place, so really nothing much changed, so all my fears at the end of the day were thrown out of the window. As long as I was very active, and in this country, mind you, you'll be very active if you do not have help. If your mother is not here, your mother-in-law is not here, you don't have sisters, you don't have someone to really help you, you would lose the weight like that. Okay, speak to your body. I spoke to my body to eat right. Bulimia, get out of here. Starvation diet, get out. I was not starving myself in any way. I ate when necessary, and I also did the same when I was pregnant with my daughter. Maybe I ate a little bit more, but I was still eating in a controlled way. I always tell myself, oh Gloria, you're fearfully and wonderfully made. You're made in the image of God, and so therefore I know who I am. I will not overeat. I will not binge eat. I will not eat to the point that will not be harmful to my body and to my baby. At the end of the day, if you binge eat and you overeat, you may end up having a very big baby, which may have an effect on the type of delivery that you'll be having. If you're going to have a vaginal birth, it's going to be more stressful on you. I remember with my son, I didn't overeat, but it was naturally big. So imagine having a naturally big baby in your tummy and then now overeating, you're going to stress it. And when I was pushing, I knew what I went through, okay? So yes, please eat to your body, eat the right food and the right fibers, all the right things. The next thing is taking your folates, taking your multivitamins. I noticed in my first pregnancy that I was iron deficient, so I was very anemic in my first pregnancy. I didn't know, sometimes it's good you do bodily checkups and all of that. While I was in Nigeria, I always noticed I was losing my breath like every single time. My sister noticed it for me. I was breathing hard. Like I didn't even know I was breathing hard so much. Like I didn't notice myself. My sister noticed, why are you breathing that way? I was like, how? Until later on I noticed, and every little thing I would run out of breath until I got here and I was pregnant and they noticed it. I was like, this is the standard, and I was like somewhere here, it was really dangerous and all. So it's good you go for checkup, but nonetheless, when you're pregnant, things that will help you: go for blood test. Taking a blood test is essential for you. Tell them, please, I need to take a blood test. I'm sure they will naturally offer it, but if not, you can always go that you just feel like having a blood test. They will take one for you. At the end of the day, if you're iron deficient, please feed on the necessary medications. They may give you, iron tablets. Also encourage you on certain things to eat. Spinach is a very good one. Vegetables. These are some of the things to boost your blood level. Giving you all the necessary vitamins and minerals that your body needs, all your omega-3 and all of that. Okay, all right. So the next point: form the water drinking habit. I drank so much water. There are times that water may be a bit hard. Like, I think there was a phase with my son that I couldn't drink water at all. Like, if I took water, I would vomit. If my body needed it, I wanted to drink water. Anything that made me drink a whole glass of water at a go, it will end in me throwing up and like almost removing my intestine. Pregnancy puking, like vomiting, is terrible. It's not like the standard one. It's not the standard vomiting, though. It irritates your organs. I remember someone encouraging me to take watermelons and cucumbers. Those are some of, these fruits have lots of water in there. They are sweet, naturally sweet, and they have natural water as well. Although I was still taking tea, decaf tea, not caffeinated teas, decaf tea that helped me as well. Lots of liquid was always going in back and forth. This will keep you hydrated. Jesus is a well of life, is a river of life. Please drink water, okay? Alright, the next point is exercising when necessary. These points may look common, but really they are essentials. There are times when they'll tell us to have bed rest and all, and I'm not disputing this fact. Please, when you're told to have bed rest, please have your bed rest. But the other thing is walking, taking walks when necessary. The standard is whatsoever you could do before your pregnancy. So if you were cycling before your pregnancy, it is still safe for you to cycle. If you were weightlifting before your pregnancy, you can still carry weight. If you were running before your pregnancy, you can still run. But anything you were not doing before your pregnancy, please don't do it during pregnancy, because your body may not be able to take it. I remember with my son or my daughter, I wasn't running enough. Yes, I was cycling, so cycling was my problem. I would hardly lose my breath. But I noticed that anything that made me want to run, let's say to catch the bus or just to meet up, or I ended up losing my breath and I would just be breathing. And really, I did not run. The minute you get pregnant, it's like you can't run. There's just no way. I don't know how. And it's not like you're 7 months pregnant. I'm talking about 3 months pregnancy, 2 months pregnancy. So do what works for you. If you think walking, brisk walking is good, why not take necessary walks per day, even if it's 15 minutes per day. I think those are some of the recommendations that the doctor gave. 15 minutes per day, 30, depending on your environment and your surrounding. If it's safe, you can go with your husband. If by yourself, go for necessary walks. If for those of us that are moms already before being pregnant again, sometimes take your child in the stroller, push something, or if you can walk, take them out. Let them be killing 2 birds with a stone. They're enjoying themselves in the park. You are there as well, catching natural air, strolling to keep your blood pumping, and makes you feel energized. If you have stairs, go up and down the stairs. Sometimes it's important. There's something about you just relaxing. You relax too much, it's going to tell during your labor. I remember my friend telling me that his wife, during the first pregnancy, she was always cycling and very active. The delivery phase was really nice, it was very smooth. But the second time, when he already had a car and there was no much cycling, he was driving her everywhere to walk back and forth. This delivery was difficult because she was so relaxed. I think she was too relaxed. Okay, so please, I think exercise, taking necessary walks, running here and there, cycling if you still do your usual exercise. I'm not telling you to do sit-ups with a little bit of relaxation on certain types of exercises, okay? And I think there are also beautiful apps that can help you do little exercises on your arms, biceps, your legs. These, especially your Kegel exercises, they help strengthen your muscles, because those muscles need to be strengthened before you go for your delivery. Afterwards, you continue doing your exercise. Next step: sleep and rest. Rest in the Lord. The Bible says that it keeps in perfect peace those whose mind is stayed on Him. Okay, you can rest, relax your body. I remember when my first, I was always like, oh, when is this baby coming? When is this baby coming? And they kept telling me, rest, Gloria, rest. This baby is going to come. Even though, as moms, you get fed up, you're like, what are you doing in the time? Come out, I'm tired. Those phases are like the time God has given to you. Relax, okay? When the baby comes, it's going to be a marathon. You have to build strength, you have capacity, you have to be equipped for the journey ahead. Okay? Some people do yoga. I'm not into yoga. Some people do meditation, but whatever you think is necessary for you, that will give you rest. Okay, if it's a serene environment, why not? And the last point I'm going to talk about is pray. It's pray through the tough, during the hard time, the good days, the not so good days. Pray from the week 1, pray through to the 40th week, and whatever you want in a child. I feel that you don't have to wait. If you're expecting a baby, molding that child goes before you even getting pregnant. But start praying for every little thing. The Bible says, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. Nauseas are getting stronger, you can't get up to pray, you're feeling weak, pray. Even underneath your breath, pray. Just speaking into the child's destiny, speaking into their lives. I may do another video where I talk about how I pray for my children and how they are like a picture of what I prayed for, and even more. So yes, pray for your children, pray for that pregnancy, pray for the delivery phase. That was one thing I didn't ever do, even before I got pregnant and after. Yes, I'll pray for my future husband, I prayed for my future children like that I didn't even know in the spirit realm and all of that. That was one thing I didn't pray for. That was pregnancy, the pregnancy phase. It's common sense that if you're praying for a for a baby to come, it has to come through pregnancy. But I never once prayed for pregnancy. I didn't know why. Maybe because I wasn't around pregnant women a lot, so I didn't know how the symptoms were, vomiting, sicknesses, and I had horrible morning sicknesses. Like in the first 3-4 months with my son, it was intense. With my daughter, for the first 3 months, it was bad. Okay, so I feel like these are some of the things you could settle before you get pregnant. But nonetheless, just pray. For those of you that are watching me that are yet to have babies, or even though you're expecting your next baby, why not pray ahead? If you think your baby cries so much currently, pray for the next one to be peaceful. If you think your baby don't sleep so well, pray for the next one to sleep better. If you think your baby's milestones are not hitting as much, pray for the next one to be better. Pray through the phases of the pregnancy. Pray the first month, the second month, the third month, like everything that is being formed in their brains. Like I have this app called Bounty. Every day, every week, they tell you, welcome to week 10, week 15, week 20. This is what is happening. The baby's eyebrow is forming, the baby's eyelash, the baby's eyes, the pupil, the stomach, every intestine and organ, all their genitals. Tell you literally everything. The tongues. Pray for everything. Pray for their minds. Pray for their feet. Pray for their hands. Pray for every good thing about them. In Isaiah 54 verse 13, it says, all our children are taught of the Lord, and great shall be their peace. If you are committing them to the hands of the Lord, why not? Their peace will be massive, their peace will be great. Pray for every piece of them that they will not die untimely. Like just speaking words into the atmosphere. These things, they are fruitful, they are fertile. Words are fertile soil. So pray for the delivery in advance. Pray for the doctors, the midwives that you're going to have in Ghana. I remember praying for the midwives I was going to have with my son. When I got there was this nasty individual lady that was there, but thank God for my prayers in advance. When I got there, it wasn't up to 30 minutes, our shift ended, and a beautiful Indian lady came in, and it was amazing, and I had the most beautiful birth. So pray for the delivery phase, pray for the bleeding to stop when necessary. These are some of the things that I got to learn when I read Supernatural Childbirth, and honestly it opened my eyes to so many things. You pray for your body to align, to retract when necessary. Your uterus, you're going to meet the doctor, even though it's going to end up in the CS, you're going to be peaceful, At the end of the day, God gets to glory. Okay, so yeah, that brought me to the end of this video. If it's something that you enjoyed, why not give us a thumbs up, like it, share. Don't forget to subscribe. That is how you help us to grow. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful week. Sign off.